This is episode 54, and today we're talking about real estate options and how individuals can leverage that contract to create business success. Guys, thank you for tuning in. Today we're talking about real estate, and in particular we're talking about the option contract. Now, that contract is very, very important, very critical. The individuals understand what an option contract is and how individuals can use it. When I talk about individuals getting involved with real estate with very little money or really no money at all, the option contract is a tool that individuals need to really understand how they can use. Now, the option contract primarily is basically the ability to buy something at a later date. Say, for example, you really don't have any money, but you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of work ethic. You can pretty much just go looking for individuals that want to sell their homes, and you can get them to sign an option contract. An option contract pretty much means that within the 6 months, whatever time limit you have for the option contract, within the 6 months, within this year, I have the right to buy your house. And you can't sell the house to anyone else because this option contract has given me the option to buy. Now, with that option contract, you can then sell that option contract to a real estate investor. You can find a real estate investor at your local real estate investment association. And then you'll sign an assignment agreement, an assignment contract. And you'll assign that option to the real estate investor. And that real estate investor now has the option to buy that house because he controls the option contract. And that's critical. That's very important to understand. That just really just work ethic and ability just to be able to just sum up your courage and just talk to the individuals that want to sell their homes. I know now in this economy, because of the pandemic and things such as that, a lot of individuals going to be wanting to sell their homes. They may need some money to buy whatever. It may find financial troubles. So that's one way you can pretty much get into real estate. There's a lot of things we talk about real estate, but that's one way. The option contract is very powerful that individuals can take advantage of and leverage for their ability and how they want to look at in life. What else? It's important to understand option contract as a whole. A contract pretty much is first year of law school. They tell us an option contract, 3 basic ingredients. It must be an offer, an acceptance, and consideration. So you must have an offer to buy your house within the option contract. It must have an acceptance. The home seller is agreeing to accept your offer for this option contract for you to be able to buy it within this 6 months, 30 days, a year time frame. And there must be consideration. So you must give some type of money. It can be $1, it can be $10, it can be whatever you want. A lot of times option contracts necessarily aren't giving up a lot of money because the seller of the house or seller of the option, the seller of the house or whatever it may be, is going to be getting a lot of money later on. So the option contracts typically don't have a lot of consideration. It doesn't have a lot of exchange. You're not giving up something. You're giving that person money, and that person is giving you the land, the house. So that's critical to understand the ingredients with that. Now I add an extra layer with intent. That must be intent. So there must be an offer, an acceptance of that offer, consideration. Each party is giving up something, and then there must be intent. So those are pretty much the essence of a contract. A contract has a lot more things to it, but if you don't know how to write a contract or you don't necessarily can't afford an attorney, make sure that those 4 things are in your contract. Now, they could be on a paper napkin, it could be wherever, but make sure those things are on your contract that you all sign. It can be a video, talking about those things. Like, I offer to give you this, and you're accepting that, and there's consideration, and then we both intended to enter into this contract. You could just hold a video, and that in many ways can be evidence of a legal binding contract. So that's important to understand because oral testimony, oral contracts are considered contracts. They're binding contracts. Also, option contracts are used a lot in the oil industry. Individuals that are looking to dig for oil, they need to go raise their money. So they'll find a landowner. You may own acres of land, like acres, like in the West, maybe around like Nebraska, Omaha, certain places such as that. You can buy acres of land for relatively cheap. And if your land, particularly places like Oklahoma or Texas somewhere, actually has some oil on it, now all of a sudden you can make a lot of money. And so individuals that want to drill for that oil on your land, they'll initially want to get an option to pretty much option to lease. Now they won't be optioning to own the land, they'll be optioning to lease the land. So they'll be optioning for an oil lease. Because within that oil lease, they'll be able to drill down and dig all the minerals and all the oil out and be able to sell it, and they'll give you a royalty. So that option contract, so you'll be signing an option contract, or if you want to get into the oil industry, understand that you can go to a landowner, same thing with regular real estate, and get this person in an option contract, and then you can take it to your friends or your big time investors that actually Wildcat, or your big time investing companies that may be willing to drill and dig oil, and you can sell that an assignment agreement with that as well, and then they'll pay you for the option, and then they'll be able to drill and be able to sign out a lease to drill oil on that land, an oil lease. So that's important. The same thing with the normal real estate can apply to even bigger types of real estate, or even bigger types of real estate that can give you a higher monetary reward. So that's very important. And also, option contracts are often heard in the financial investing arena. Like, you can buy an option contract in the stock market, option contract in the futures market, things such as that. You can buy an option contract in the stock market, an option contract in different types of industries. You can buy an option contract online, and what that pretty much, it gives you an option, which is also a legal contract. It's online. You don't necessarily see the legal contract, but it is a legal contract, which gives you, the buyer, but not the obligation, to buy or sell the underlying asset or an instrument at a price at a date in the future. So that was a lot. But the idea is that you can pretty much make money off the different stocks if it goes up, and you also make money if it goes down. An option contract allows you many ways to do that, because let's give an example. An example is that the idea is that if you think a price of a stock is at $5, and you think the contract is you think the price is going to go up, you can buy an option contract, what they call a call option, to pretty much, if it goes up, you can make money off of it. And it's important to understand that you'll be able to buy a lot of more contracts on an option contract for a very small amount. So you'll be able to buy roughly maybe 100 shares. In essence, you'll be dealing with 100 shares at a very small amount. But also, if you think that $5 stock is going to go down in value, you what they call a put option, and you'll be able to make money if it actually goes down in value. So that's very important to understand. You can read a lot of books about different options and how different trading strategies and things like that make you better with that. But if you know a young kid that likes money and wants to make money, teach them about different option contracts. Teach them about different trading strategies. Teach them about price action and other different trading methods that an individual can use. Because if you go, I talk to kids at high schools, and they always ask them what they want to be when they grow up. They'll say, I don't know, I just want to make a lot of money. This is where you can make a lot of money. Now, it takes a lot of hard work, it takes a lot of knowing the strategies, understanding statistics and things such as that. But either way, the individuals can make some money. But that's pretty much all I have. We talked about a lot in this video. We talked about option contracts. We talked about how to make a contract. We talked about applying to real estate, stock market. We also talked about applying to the oil industry and understanding how you can use just a piece of paper. A contract, in essence, is a piece of paper. Use that piece of paper with some hustle and some motivation and some persistence to take your dreams and make it a reality. So that's all I have. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.
See, you want the fame and I want the chain. We ain't got the same focus. I came in the game.